What's up, everybody? Tusaw Acres here. So I've been dabbling in a little bit of TIG welding. It's a nice skill set to have on a homestead. And to do that, I kind of threw it out there on Facebook that I'd like to take basically charity jobs just to get a little more real world application experience here. So let me show you the damage on this trailer. It's upside down right now. This is a tilting trailer. It's got two pins, one right here, then one near the front side right here. So this pin normally stays put. I'm sorry, that pin normally stays put. You pull this pin out so that you can tilt the trailer back so that the snowmobiles can be pulled right off the back or pulled up, you know, up like a ramp. Well, apparently they were driving and this front pin popped out somehow or another, and the whole thing tilted, and then there was all that excess leverage on just one pin, and you can see it ripped it out pretty good, right? And then it kind of bent the bottom side as well a little bit right here. All right, so what I've got rigged up here, this huge chunk of 1/2-inch angle iron, 1/2-inch thick angle, running the length of this top beam. I've got a 20-ton jack. I've got two 1/2-inch thick plates stacked on top of each other under here, and I'm hoping that just by jacking it up, it'll pinch the two and straighten it back out. I don't think either one of these are weaker than this chunk of aluminum. Definitely want to make sure that your chain is as square as you can get it. And then once you get it under tension, get out of the way of that chain. So you can see our gap in here. I just got it snug. I haven't started tightening it yet, but you can see the gap there. So I'm hoping that as I jack up on this thing, that gap will disappear, at least for the most part. Looks like it's going. Well, it definitely closed the gap there. I don't know how springy this stuff is. We'll find out. I see a little bit of a gap over here still. Nope, it went right back to it. Not quite as far as it was. All right, well, I think that served its purpose. All right, so just looking at it, you know, I can visually tell that it's not quite perfect yet. I think I'm probably gonna give it some love taps. All right, so you can see the edges are now fairly straight on both sides. Still have the damaged areas, but everything is a little bit straighter. So I'm still not really happy with this part right here. It's got a little arc to it right in here. All right, so I just made this little block thing here. It'll fit right in there, and I'm using my big tamper, and we're gonna see what happens. I got everything pretty much straightened out the way I like it. The bolt in this guy did not want to come out, so she got broke. All right, so I'm gonna use a plumb bob just to get a centered measurement of where this hole is. All right, so this might look crazy, but on this skill saw, I have a Diablo Steel Demon blade. It's a carbide tipped blade specifically for steel, but I'll tell you what, it slices through aluminum like nothing you can imagine. I really wish I could figure out a way how to do this sideways. Plunge cut in aluminum. Nah, we'll skip that. know, as much trouble as I go through sometimes and run into, sometimes it just works out. I took my measurements. I'm 2 3/16 up and 7 9/16 in length on both sides. I look around for a couple minutes and I happen to have these 3/16 thickness. They're exactly 7 9/16 in length. It's unreal. So I am going to have to rip it down the top. All right, so this might sound kind of crazy, but cutting aluminum on a table saw works fantastic. You just need a fine tooth carbide tip blade and it'll just buzz right through it, just like the skill saw did earlier. So both of these, I marked them both. I double checked on the actual cross member itself and they both turned out to be exactly the same. So this is an older saw. It doesn't even out properly, so I just double check. And I'm making sure that the edge of my blade takes off the edge of the line on both sides before I tighten it up. And then it should just be as simple as running it through. It is loud. It does throw shavings everywhere, but it's not that bad. And using something to hold it down while you're pushing on it definitely helps. This is a stainless steel wire wheel that I use only on aluminum. "60 degrees, I'd like to get it near 150. Now this aluminum is going to dissipate the heat really quick, especially because it's such a big piece. I mean, we're between 100 and, I don't know, 100 and 120. This piece up here is warmer than the actual base material. So I'm going to call that good for now. We'll see what happens. I have no idea what just happened. Something popped. Oh, that tack. Maybe I should do a little less at a time, huh? Man, it was going good too. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more tacks on here. This guy needs to cool off a little bit first. All right, so I hit it with some compressed air, let it cool down for just a couple minutes. Seems to be back in place. I'm gonna go ahead and re-tack that tack that broke, and then I'm gonna throw tacks about every 2 to 3 inches all the way around. All right, now we got tacks all the way around. I'm gonna let that cool for a minute while I go clean up this tungsten I just duffed. There we go, hit my tungsten again. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. Let that cool down, clean our tungsten again. These are what are called TIG fingers. You can get them from, I think it's weldmonger.com. Guy Jody off of weldingtipsandtricks.com. YouTube channel sells these, and they're great because now that everything's getting hot, you know, I need to be able to rest my hand somewhere because I'm just too shaky, I guess. But and they're slick too. So anyway, maybe I'll be lucky enough someday that Jody will give me a shout out. So I should have done this before, but I clamped some chill blocks under here. That'll help dissipate the heat. Kind of silly that I didn't do it before, but oh well, what can you do, right? my Lord, this is insane. Why would anybody ever do this? Ow! Certainly not gonna win any awards, but I'll tell you what, for the position I was in, I'm actually really happy with this. And a lot of this is gonna be ground smooth. The inside bottom corner down here probably won't be, because I'm pretty sure that tongue will still fit in there. But the rest of it, because I'm going to be putting those other plates across here, so. Well, the trailer build's done, and I'm sorry I don't have the footage. I don't know what I did with it. I must have accidentally deleted it. Really all that was left was those two outer scab pieces. Just got those welded all the way around, and it worked out great. So, you know, back to the beginning, talking about a good skill set to have around the homestead. You know, I'm still learning myself, which again is why I'm doing these jobs. Lessons learned from that particular job. You know, preheat my metal and then use chill blocks anywhere that you can, because you know, getting it up to temperature happens pretty quick, and then it seems to over temp really quick. So you got to watch out. And having a good place to rest, you know. So I'm probably gonna rig up some sort of mobilization bars or something just to make it more comfortable. And next time I might even just hook the whole thing up to the tractor so I can, you know, get it up higher off the ground, so I'm not, you know, on my hands and knees trying to freehand everything. So these are good, you know, learning experiences for me, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So I appreciate you coming along. If you got any questions or comments on it, please throw it down in the comments section. I get back to everybody as quick as I can, honestly. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.